Welcome to Week 3 version of the Friday Night Frenzy. He's Ross Bolin. I'm Rob Hughes. We have successfully kind of dodged the raindrops and lightning strikes and are ready to talk some high school football.
That's right. Our show begins on the south side of town where the McCutcheon Mavericks were looking to secure their first 3-0 start since the 2002 season. Standing in the way, Andy Kennedy and the Lafayette Jeff Broncos. A stampede of Mavericks taking the field at McCutcheon. I just about got taken out. Would have sent Ryan Walden the bill. Jeff with the ball, but not for long. Trayshawn Hurd taking this one the other way and setting McCutcheon up with great field position. He's fired up, and rightfully so, and so is the student section. Mark Neal leading the way right there. I see you, Mark. Mavs wouldn't take long to find the end zone. Blake Elming punched it in for 6, and he was just getting warmed up. Broncos back on offense now. Different play, but same result. I thought it was Hurd again that made the play, but the INT goes to Cole Williams. Nice play by the sophomore. Ensuing Mav possession facing a 4th and 4. Coach Fraheiger rolls the dice and hits it big. Jeff has nothing to be ashamed of because I was faked out on the play as well. Dakota Lovelace rumbles all the way down inside the 10. Took 2 Broncos to bring the junior down, and that leads to this. Elming is in for his 2nd touchdown in the first quarter. McCutcheon leads 20-7, and this game will be finished tomorrow morning. Play will resume at 10 a.m. And, yeah, we're moving on.
That's right. Cross town at Harrison. The Raiders hosting new conference foe, LOGANSPORT. Can that guy lead Harrison to his first win since 2010? Well, it didn't get finished tonight, but it was looking good early. Daniel Wright on the handoff, and down the sideline he goes. A huge chunk of yards, and the Raiders are threatening. A couple plays later, J.Dan Sturgeon fakes it to Wright. The Berries bite, and Sturgeon finds some room to the outside, drags a couple defenders with him, and Harrison takes a 7-0 lead. On the Raiders' very next drive, mixing it up, they hand off to Cameron Green this time, running through traffic, almost loses a handle, reaches out for the pylon, but he's called short at the 2-yard line. The clouds rolling in there. Not a good sign. The Raiders not worried about it, though. Daniel Wright finishing it off. Steamrolls his way in for 6 there, and 13-0 lead. A little wild on the point after attempt. The bad snap, but some improv from the holder. Tanner Watkins rolls out, finds Green. They'll take it, right? 2 points for that one instead of 1. Raiders are rolling up 15-zip. LOGANSPORT managed to put together a long drive in response. Jacob Conrad just short of the goal line. The Berries now with a 2nd and goal from about 6 inches, and Ryan Schrock sneaks it in for the QB sneak and the score. The Berries miss the PAT. Harrison up 15-6 at that point.
Sky again.
That game postponed until tomorrow. The Raiders winning 22-6. They'll pick it back up at Harrison at 11 a.m.
How about my Raiders? I can feel it. Cameron Onken and the CC student section fired up tonight. Knights leading 14-0. And looking for more. Avery Denhart back to the pass, and he swings it out to Luke Schrader, and he does the rest. Look at the sophomore go. Look how I hung in there, Rob.
Yeah.
Hope you're taking notes.
Courage.
Not for me, though, from Schrader. He's what we call a tough guy. CC settles for the field goal, and that makes it a 17-0 game. Twin Lakes trying to make something happen. Blake Bennington rolls right. He's going to throw it, and wide open to Jackson Antrim. Problem is he plays for CC. This game has been suspended and will resume tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
Bit of an abbreviated version of the Frenzy. We have 4 more stops to get to.
Coming up after the break, we'll make stops at DELPHI, SOUTHMONT, Covington, and Riverton Park with an E. The Frenzy will be right back.
You live.
We're back, and we pick up the action in Delphi as the Oracles were playing host to the West Lafayette Red Devils.
The Oracles coming off a big 1-point win in the Bacon Bowl over the Carroll Cougars, facing a Red Devil team motivated by an 8-point loss to the McCutcheon Mavericks. The Oracles pumped up, ready to go, and they need to be to play the Red Devils. First drive for RDP, Travis Roll up the middle, breaks a shoestring tackle and snags a few more yards on the run. Good enough for a West Side first down. A couple minutes later, Red Devils going for it on 4th and 8. Mikey Kidwell hooks up with Spencer Ranchetto, who drags a pair of Oracles with him for the first down. West Side on Delphi's 15-yard line. Kidwell rolls from right. The sophomore surveys the field, finds Kyle Turner in the end zone for the touchdown. We've seen that quite a few times already this season. We'll see it a lot more, I'm sure. The PAT is good. Red Devils up 7-zip. Following possession, Kidwell hands it off. Just kidding. The QB keeps it himself, bounces it to the outside, blows
Coming
by
right in your living room.
Delphi's Hunter Moat. Sophomore takes it to the house from 47 yards out. Westside up 14-0 in the first. The game delayed because of lightning.
Hang in there?
A lot of courage there. They'll pick it back up tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Ruben being a tough guy on the sidelines. North Montgomery taking the short trip to Southmont to face the rivals, the Mounties. The weather held off long enough for the first half, picking things up after the Chargers scored first.
Right in your living room.
Yeah, Mounties receiver Wayne Highfield makes the catch on the 1 yard line. That sets up the game-tying touchdown. Chargers respond. Check out that throw and catch. Alex Parsons making a play right there and putting his team ahead, and they wouldn't look back. Adams would drop back again. This time he finds Vince Gwynn, who's running like people are chasing him, except they're not, close behind him, because he had a lot of space there. And again, guess who?
Must be the gloves.
Yeah.
Neon green gloves.
That's how you can tell it's Vince Gwynn. Touchdown, Chargers, 28-8 at the half. And this game will pick up in the second half tomorrow, starting at 11 a.m.
Over in the land of the Beef House Rolls.
I love Beef House
Covington
Rolls.
facing North Vermillion. Gage Haig from the middle of the field with a pass to sophomore Gabe Newland. Newland turns in on senior Adam Scott, not to be confused with the pro golfer, to catch a Trojan first down. Then look, Ethan Lee returning punt from the 25-yard line for the touchdown. Look at the coach waving down the sideline as he sees his guy gone. Easy 6 points, but wait. There is more. Next quarter, the Trojans throw up a huge Hail Mary meant for Quentin Andrews. Cody Wright has other plans, outlegs the receiver for the INT. And that Ethan Lee guy, we've already heard his name, but here he comes again. 2 Trojan defenders hitching a ride. Lee keeps moving forward, coming in just inches short of another TD. That game also in delay. North Vermillion is up 17-0.
The high-scoring Mustangs of Fountain Central traveling to Riverton Park with an E. Here's Fountain Central's Kobe Pierce with the touchdown pass to Tyler Starkey. They would take an early lead. A little later, it's Pierce again with a little quarterback sneak. Pierce accounted for 5 first-half touchdowns. He's got your fantasy team, Rob.
Yeah, I've got him. I also have this guy, Colin Strange. He rushed for like 7,000 yards.
It's strange because I thought he was on my team. Anyway, Fountain Central wins 42-0. This game was called at the half and will not be made up.
And 42-0, too hard to overcome. That's all for the highlights of tonight's Frenzy. Coming up after the break, we'll take a look at what the Boilermakers are facing tomorrow.
Which Big Ten team the Chippewas remind head coach Daryl Hazel of? That's next.
That music. We're having a party here on the
Absolutely.
Frenzy. Well, we end the Frenzy with a look at Purdue. The Boilermakers at home for a second straight week to start the season against the Central Michigan Chippewas. A year ago, the Boilermakers played the Michigan State Spartans tough on the road in East Lansing.
I was there. That was a long day. Thought Purdue had a chance. And it's a significant game for the Boilermakers because if the Chippewas remind Coach Daryl Hazel of any team in the Big Ten, it's the Spartans.